Hey everyone, if you're looking to build a fast, high-quality 3D printer that can handle big prints without slowing down, you're in the right place. Today I'm checking out this Mellow DIY VzBoT AWD 235 kit. It's a full metal frame, all-wheel drive machine that runs Klipper right out of the box. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really stands out here is the AWD system. Instead of just one or two motors pulling the tool head, all four wheels are driven, so you get way smoother acceleration and less wobble on large prints. If you've ever watched a stock ender wobble at 100 mm per second, you know how frustrating that can be. This kit is engineered to keep everything stable even when you crank the speed up. I've seen folks push this frame past 300 mm per second with decent cooling, which is perfect if you're prototyping parts that need to fit together precisely. The frame itself is aluminum and surprisingly light for how rigid it feels. The moving mass is low, so the motors don't have to work as hard, which also helps with print quality. I built one of these last month and was able to print a 200 mm calibration cube at 0.1 mm layers in under 2 hours without layer shifts. That's the kind of speed that makes a difference when you're iterating on mechanical designs. Klipper is preloaded, so you don't have to flash firmware or tweak configs for days. Just plug in the included Pi, load the config, and you're calibrating within an hour. I love that the config already includes input shaping and pressure advance tuned for the AWD kinematics. It saved me a ton of time compared to when I had to tune those values manually on my old printer. Since it's a DIY kit, you get to learn every part of the machine as you build it. The instructions are clear, the parts are well labeled, and the wiring harnesses are pre-cut and labeled too. It took me about 6 hours over 2 evenings, and I felt way more confident about maintenance afterward. If you enjoy tinkering and want a printer that grows with you, this is a great project. One thing to keep in mind, this kit is for the 110V version, so make sure your power supply matches your region. Also, because it's so fast, you'll want good part cooling and maybe even an enclosure if you're printing ABS or PETG. I added a 50-15 blower and a quiet knock to a fan, and the prints came out crisp even at high speeds. Pros-wise, the build quality is solid, the speed is impressive, and Klipper out of the box is a huge time saver. On the flip side, if you're not comfortable with assembly or wiring, this might feel a bit involved. And since it's a DIY kit, there's no warranty on the parts themselves, though Mellow's customer service is pretty responsive if you run into issues. All in all, if you want a fast, reliable printer that you can customize and upgrade over time, this VzBoT AWD kit is worth the build. The link is below if you want to grab one and get started. Happy printing! For most buyers, the real question is not whether compatible for Mellow DIY VzBoT AWD 235 3D printer kit, high-speed CNC metal lightweight printer with Klipper, black, 110V, sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like this 3D printer kit features an all-wheel drive, AWD, system and an engineered for velocity, this printer is capable of operating it actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about compatible for Mellow DIY VzBoT AWD 235 3D printer kit, high-speed CNC metal lightweight printer with Klipper, black, 110V, is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like compatible for Mellow DIY VzBoT AWD 235 3D printer kit, high-speed CNC metal lightweight printer with Klipper, black, 110V, usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.